Welcome to the RetroWolf Christmas Special. I've wanted to do this for a long time and we're finally making it happen here at Charlie's Collectible Show. We are giving away a ton of games. I brought several games not only for my collection, for my inventory, and we also have a bunch of awesome vendors here at the show that are contributing games for this Christmas special, as well as Goodiez has contributed 3 games, being a sealed copy of Silent Hill Homecoming, a sealed copy of Killzone Shadowfall, and a sealed copy of Silent Hill HD Collection. So here's how this is gonna work. If somebody wants to get a free game, all they gotta do is come to the booth and share a video game Christmas story or memory, and then they get to pick out a game of their choice to have for free. They can do whatever they want with it. They can sell it, they can trade it, they can keep it, totally up to them. And then everybody that gets a free game will be entered into a drawing for this awesome Christmas-themed modded Game Boy Pocket from Mr. Chris Lamb. He modded this one. We're gonna be giving this away in a drawing at the very end. So we got a lot of good stuff that we're gonna be giving away today during the Christmas special, and you guys are gonna get to hear some hopefully really interesting, funny, and awesome and wholesome Christmas memories and stories centered around video games. All right, what is your name, good sir?
My name is Nondor Moore.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And you have a Christmas themed, video game themed Christmas story you want to share. So tell us about it.
So when I was young, I would always only ask for video games growing up, PS1 games, N64 games. And my parents would always just get us only games. And one year they got us Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. And I was so into it that I just had to play it immediately. But in my house, we open up our gifts on Christmas Eve, go to bed, and we can't really play with anything until the next day. So what I did is I went right to bed, woke up at 3 a.m., started playing Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped, had it beat by 6 a.m. before my parents even woke up.
Wow.
Started playing it again, had it beat a second time before breakfast was even done.
Wow.
It is a core memory of mine. I love Crash Bandicoot.
All right, so for sharing your Christmas theme story, awesome story, by the way, really awesome story. You get to pick anything from here over.
Yeah, I already got my eye on one specific thing. And
Okay.
It's going to be Hunter the Reckoning.
Hunter the Reckoning, nice. And it is, I believe it's got the manual too. So there,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Hunter
This is
the
the
Reckoning.
only Hunter I don't have.
Nice,
Yes.
yeah.
So I remember young, like long time ago, I had a Sega Dreamcast, super old Sega Dreamcast, and it was just me and my brother just playing Vigilante 8 and just Power Stone.
Yeah.
And I remember we were on Power Stone, and it was it was like the last clock, like we were just facing off, had the bat, just start swinging, ran. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know fighting games at the time, so I was just swinging a bat. My brother like knew what to do, like blah blah, and I beat him. And I just started dancing, just doing all that stuff, and just
nice.
Face, blah. So most fondest memory is Dreamcast.
That's
Love
awesome.
the system.
That's awesome.
And any of it.
Yeah, anyone you want.
I'll take the sign.
I figured somebody would get that sign, and this sign's really cool because it lights up too. Elijah here is getting this amazing Nintendo sign that lights up, which was given to us by Jake. So Merritt, share with us a video game themed Christmas story or memory.
Okay, so I was really excited to get my first ever pink controller for my PlayStation 3. And my mom had gotten me one, and I was so excited, and I got one for Christmas. And then I had it for just a couple of days before I dropped it into a bowl of cereal. I'm not even joking. I tried to pull it out. I was like 11 or 12, I'm not sure. And I put it in the kitchen sink and let like water go over it, thinking that would help. And I let it sit out for a couple of days, and eventually got so sticky that I couldn't use it anymore. But I was still so excited to get a pink controller. So that's like I think about that all the time with like the holidays and video games in general. So
what's catching your eye here?
that's awesome. I'm kind of looking at, I've always wanted to play this Call of Duty. I've been so into Black Ops 6 lately. But
I've heard good things.
I never played Cold War, and I have a PS5.
And that one, I think, has a single-player campaign on it too, as well as multiplayer.
And the campaigns are so amazing.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
So
Mo, nice to meet you, Mo.
Nice meeting you too.
So, if you don't mind, share with us a video game themed Christmas story or memory.
All right, so a while back, me and my wife were dating at the time, and I was in the market for a PS3, and I was going to buy it, but she was fighting me tooth and nail not to buy this PS3, and we got in arguments. I was like, it's my money. I want this, but we're not even married yet, whatever. And so I was like, all right, fine, I'll wait to buy it. Come Christmas morning, open the box, there it is. Brand new PS3. And she had traded in her DS, a lot of stuff to buy me the PS3. And I was like, man, you didn't have to do all that. I could have just bought it, but you know, she went and...
That's awesome. Yeah. All right, well, you get to pick out something of your choice. So this sign or any of these games here?
I'm a big Dragon Ball fan.
Yeah, that one's from my collection too. So that's like a fighting game. I haven't actually played it, but I mean, it looks pretty fun. Actually, no, I think it's a card. It's like a card game. Yeah, like a card battle game. Yeah.
It's cool, like card games, like Dragon Ball.
I love Dragon Ball Z too, man. All of it. Justin, nice to meet you, Justin. Sporting the Sega Dreamcast shirt, love to see that. So tell us, what is your video game Christmas memory you want to share today?
Well, I think in line with the theme that we see here, I'm going to have to go with the year that I got the Sega Dreamcast.
Oh, nice.
It was $99.99. I saw that advertisement like crazy, and I said, I got to have that, I got to have that. Didn't think I was going to get it. Ended up having one of the best Christmases. Me and my brothers got everything under the sun till I didn't see that under the tree. Lo and behold, 10 minutes later, Dad pulls the old, I think there's something at the top of the stairs.
There's one more thing.
There's one more thing. And he pulls it out. It's a Sega Dreamcast, Costco style. Had the extra controller, a couple of games with it. Needless to say, that ended up being probably one of my favorite Christmases.
Do you remember what the games were off the top of your head?
It had Soul Calibur.
Nice.
Dead or Alive.
Ooh.
And I think Sonic was the third.
Nice. Those are some killer games.
Yes.
Killer games.
Needless to say, I spent the whole night playing that, and then the next day, and the next day.
What would you like? So the sign or any of these games here? What's catching your eye?
So we were chatting a little bit. This is a very, very tough decision.
Yes.
Some of these I actually do want to play, but this Tiny Toons
that's from my collection too.
I keep gravitating towards it. I loved it on the Nintendo. I don't think I ever played it on this.
It's fun. It's a good game.
I actually have a hole for one more Sega game that I need to kind of fill on the shelf. So
it's got the hang tab and everything too.
And Sega. So
and Sega. What's going on, man? What's your name?
I'm Terrence.
Terrence. Nice to meet you, Terrence. So what kind of video game Christmas story you got for us today?
This was, I want to say I was like 12, 13, and this is when I got Call of Duty Black Ops 2 for Christmas. Nice. So I got surprised with the entire bundle. Like, this was the whole thing, the Kinect. This when the 360 came out.
Yeah.
So we're talking like Kinect, the console itself, and the game. So I'm a kid, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't doing so hot in school, so my grandfather, he was like, you're, you know what I'm saying, it's not looking so hot for you for Christmas, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right. I was a little bummed out in the beginning. You know, it was Christmas Day came out, and I went to my presents, and I'm feeling the box. I'm like, okay, this box is a little heavy.
Yeah, was it big?
It was a decent sized box. It was a decent sized box, and when I opened it, it was the 360 box with the Kinect, and it was the entire bundle. And I seen it, and it had a few games in there, and I was like, I want to be greedy, but like, I wish there was other games. And that's when I seen that disc game, and I was like, no way.
Yeah.
And I've been begging for Call of Duty like all year, and then I opened it, peeled it off just a little bit, and I seen the Call of Duty title, and I was just hooked on it.
That's
I was
awesome.
Playing zombies all night long.
That's awesome. All night. I bet that was a blast.
It was amazing.
Yeah. Pick out a game of your choice or this sign, whatever's catching your eye here. Yeah. Got some pretty good stuff here.
This is for the Nintendo.
Yeah, that's for the NES.
NES?
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab this one.
That's a good one. Metroid Classic. This game started one of my favorite video game series of all time, and this cart is in fantastic condition too. Really nice and clean. So that is yours, man. What is your name?
Ray.
Ray, nice to meet you, Ray.
Nice to meet you.
All right, and you've got a Christmas video game story to share with us today, right?
I do.
All right, tell us about it.
When I was 6 years old, I received my first original Nintendo system with the original Mario on it. And every day when I got home from school after receiving it, me and my dad would play games together, and I've been hooked on video games ever since.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So the original Super Mario Bros. Yeah,
Yes.
that came bundled with the system.
Exactly.
Nice. Did it have, was it the one with Duck Hunt or just?
It was.
Did you have
I was
a zapper?
notorious for walking right up to the TV and
nice.
killing the ducks.
Hey, that's okay. That's okay.
So I am gonna say we will go with Mega Man.
That's a good choice, Mega Man 11. All right. All right, we're here with Shane, and Shane has a really interesting sort of Christmas story. It's Christmas-ish
Yes,
to share with us
Christmas-ish.
today. So tell us about it.
So I wanted a Super Nintendo for Christmas from the year that it came out. I didn't get it. Santa was very good to me that year. I kind of forget what he did bring me, but it was very good nonetheless. Well, fast forward, I want to say it was maybe like springtime, wasn't long after the first of the year. There was a local coloring contest that they ran an ad for in the local newspaper. Well, I entered the contest, and I broke out my crayons, and I just whipped out my old Picasso, and well, little did you know that I happened to win that drawing, and I won a Super Nintendo that year.
So you entered a coloring contest and won a Super Nintendo
won
from
a
the
Super
coloring contest.
Nintendo.
So even though you
Sure
didn't get
did.
one for Christmas, you kind of got one. You still got one for free.
I sure did.
So-
Sure did. And I got my picture was in the newspaper and everything. It
And
was
we'll
awesome.
throw that up on the screen. He's going to send us a copy. We'll throw that up on the screen so you can check it out. Okay. Well, I think that's a very interesting story. Check out Game Central Station. When is the next Game Central Station event?
Coming up April next year.
April next year.
I think this is my pick.
That's a good choice. That's a really good choice. All right. So Silent Hill Homecoming is coming home.
Oh, yeah.
With Shane. That was dumb. I just lost some subscribers. What is your name, sir?
I'm Noah.
Noah. Nice to meet you, Noah.
Pleasure
And
to meet you.
Noah actually works here at the awesome CCS, Charlie's Collectible Show. Noah, you got a Christmas story for us.
I do. So this one is really interesting because my parents remind me of it a lot of the time, and I'm a big fan of co-op gaming. Always have been. It's like what matters to me, right?
Yep.
I always want my friends to have an extra controller. I always want other people to play. So for my birthday, I feel like I got enough games. So for Christmas, I wanted my brother to have a Game Boy Advance. I had a Game Boy Advance already, but my brother didn't. And he likes playing games with me, and I asked my folks, can I get a Game Boy Advance for him? That's what I want for Christmas. And they were really confused. They're like, what do you want? And I'm like, I want to play Game Boy Advance with him. I'll take a link cable, but I want him to have the console. So like to me, I'll never forget, nothing else made sense. That was like, that's what I want. So they were so sweet. They got me they asked my brother and they said, what games is he actually looking for? So they basically wrote all the games they got from me from my brother. And they wrote from me the Game Boy Advance for my brother. So it was a really cool experience. Like I think back on that and it's just kind of like to this day, like, what's up, bro? Still want to play games with you?
Nice.
But legitimately, like that's one of my favorite Christmas memories is they actually did it and I was able to play Game Boy Advance with my brother. Me and my wife, we actually love Katamari Damacy. I'd love to play that.
There you go.
On the Switch.
Yeah, this is reroll. So this is the PS2 original, I believe, remastered for the Switch. So Nathan, you have a Christmas story to share
I
with us.
do, yes.
Okay.
So when I was a kid, my parents were not very big into games.
Yeah, same for me.
Yeah, so it all really started when I was in elementary school. I was severely bullied. It was not fun.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I know, it wasn't fun. But as a Christmas gift one year, my parents decided, you know what, we're going to stop this bullying, and they gave me Pokemon Sapphire. It was my first ever Pokemon game, and it got me into the series.
Yes.
To this day, I've always been a Hoenn boy, but that's not the only thing Christmas has ever done for me. My parents, again, also talked about how the game Skylanders is kind of a money pit because you have to buy characters and get it. But I was obsessed with the characters. I love the designs.
Really
and
good designs.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for every year, when they released a game, they would give me one for Christmas. And they're like, okay, that's all we're getting you. We're not getting you anything else. And so with my own money over time, I have been able to collect the series and figures. And now I have almost 2 full shelves.
Really?
With sealed ones, with
Really?
collection, with characters that I really so they all have really sentimental value to me.
Nice.
So the Christmas season has always been really special, and I like to give that back to people. So I always try to find thoughtful gifts and games.
That's amazing.
Yeah, Christmas is very special, and when you have gaming with like your friends and family, you can have your friends over. It's awesome. I love it. It's amazing.
Well, you are giving back to people right now by sharing this awesome memory.
Yeah.
And now I want to give back to you by letting you pick out a game or this sign. So this sign is available or any of these games here, and then we'll get you entered in a drawing
Thank you. That's very
for that
kind.
Christmas themed Game Boy Pocket.
I'll take Animal Crossing. I love Animal
Awesome.
Crossing.
Yeah, and this one's really good condition too.
Yeah, I know,
Got
it
the
looks
manual and
great.
everything.
Miguel.
Miguel, nice to meet you, Miguel. And you got a Christmas story for us. Let's hear
I
it.
got a Christmas story.
Yeah.
So I don't remember what year was it, but like when I was a little kid, I was always playing with my PSP, and I was always telling my parents like I wanted one of the GTA games for the PSP because everybody at school had it.
Yeah.
And that year for Christmas, they got me. I remember I opened it and they got me that PSP game.
Nice.
But here's the funny thing though, when I opened it, it wasn't in there.
Oh no.
It was a whole different game.
Did they buy it used? And
They bought it used,
And
yeah.
that happened a lot with PSP games. They would have the wrong UMD in the
And
case.
what I had inside was actually Metal Gear Solid Acid.
It's a good game, I think, right?
Yeah. And I remember I was so disappointed that day because, I really wanted that game, the GTA one, because everybody at school was playing that. But I actually played the game, and it ended up being one of my favorite games, Metal
Really?
Gear Acid. Yeah.
Nice. That's
like,
awesome.
I don't regret it at all. Like,
Yeah.
I remember I was playing it. It's like,
Yeah.
it was like an RPG style. Like, you choose cards.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
different from the other Metal Gear
It was
Solid
completely
games.
different.
Completely
You choose
different, yeah.
cards to do the movements
I
and
forgot
actions.
about that, yeah.
And I remember I played it and I spent so many hours playing. I actually
Yeah.
really loved that game.
That's awesome. So if that hadn't happened, you may not have ever discovered that game then.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's a really cool story. I like to hear that.
I'll probably take the Silent Hill collection.
That's a great choice. And this one is actually brand new, sealed too. So the Silent Hill HD collection, it contains Silent Hill 2 and 3, it looks like. We're here with my buddy Jake. Jake, thank you for visiting the RetroWolf Christmas special. And you got a Christmas memory to share with us, so let's hear it.
I do. So I'd say back in '89 when the Power Glove was released, definitely wanted it, aggravated my parents. Hey, can you get it for me? Can you get it for me? Well, the day comes. It's there. Christmas morning. I get the Power Glove. I'm excited. I open it. We got like this big 50-inch TV. I'm playing it all morning trying to figure it out. By the time I take this glove off, I literally have water blisters on my knuckles.
Ooh.
All the way across.
Were you punching a wall or punching a punch
Playing
bag?
Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
So you could play Mike Tyson's Punch Out with the Power Glove?
I was trying.
You were trying. Oh, you were trying. Okay.
Didn't work
okay.
out too good for me.
Okay. Well, pick out a game of your choice.
I'm going with Spyro.
Spyro, okay.
For sure.
That's a good choice. We've got the man, the myth, the legend. You guys have seen him a few times in past videos. Akash. And Akash has a Christmas story to share for the RetroWolf Christmas special. Let's hear it.
Okay, so 20 years ago, the DS came out, and my sister was the first one that got it. It was the original gray one that had like Metro Prime Hunters, the demo one. And for the longest time, I couldn't get one. And Mario Kart DS came out, and they did the bundle. It was like a red DS with the game, the racing decals on it. So I was able to get that during Christmas of '05. Funny part about it is that my dad was going to India at the same time, and he ended up bringing me back a PSP. So I got two game systems in the span of like a month.
Wow. Either this sign or one of these games here, and then we'll get you entered in a drawing for the modded Game Boy Pocket. Okay, that's a good choice. That's a good game. All right, we're here with my good friend Shane, the other half of Game Central Station.
Start over. I'm Tony.
Dude.
Me and my PlayStation.
Let's get a zoom in on that. Look at that. That's amazing,
You
dude.
get my PlayStation back in the day. The picture says 1999, but
Yeah.
I think my mom probably kept that from 98 and then had
Yeah.
it developed in 99.
That's amazing.
This other one, though.
Oh, this is going to be really cool right here.
So, February 15th, 1991. I love my teacher, and I want a Nintendo. So then we got February 22nd. Apparently, I love Miss Kelly. Miss Kelly, shout out. My favorite Nintendo game is Mario Brothers 3. Do you like Dr. Mario? I play Nintendo. I love bad dudes for Nintendo.
Nice. That's so awesome,
So,
dude.
journal from elementary school
Yeah.
when I was about 7 years old.
That is super cool.
I mean, you can't get more of a memory than that.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
That's written down.
That's really cool that you still have that too.
Well, that was all thanks to my mom. How about Star Wars Battlefront 2?
There you go. That's a good choice. Star Wars Battlefront 2. Awesome.
Right.
Well, dude, thanks for the story.
Absolutely.
We'll get you entered for the drawing, and you guys check out Game Central Station again. Central
Nope,
Station.
start over. I'm Tony.
Dude, Taylor, nice to meet you, Taylor.
Good to meet you too, man.
All right, so you got a Christmas memory for us.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's hear
Yeah.
it.
So, 5th grade, I got my first PS2. It was a Slim, and I remember it was a little bit after Christmas because my parents didn't have all the money to get it for me for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So I came home because I walked to school. So I came home and they had the controller, brand new controller in a pack sitting out for me. I picked it up and I was like, this ain't gonna work on my GameCube, because all I had was a GameCube at the time. And then they turned around the chair and there it was, brand new box.
Was it like a spinny chair?
Yeah, it was like one of them kind of rocking spinny chairs. I'll do Killzone.
Okay, that's a good game. That's a really good game. That one's actually factory sealed too, brand new.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. All right, what's your name, sir?
I'm Shane. How you doing?
Shane, nice to meet you, Shane. And Shane, you guys are working on a show in South Carolina, right?
Williamston, South Carolina.
Yeah. And what's it called?
RetroCon 2.
And that's going to be when?
April 12th.
April 12th. Yeah. We'll throw some information in the description if you guys want to learn more. I'll be there.
So my children's mom passed in 2009, and that was not too long after that. Mortal Kombat came out again, and that's something me and my kids have always enjoyed doing.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been a Mortal Kombat freak from the beginning, so love Mortal Kombat and just whooping their butts on Mortal Kombat all the time.
You don't let them win?
No. Can't do that. No participation trophies.
No, absolutely not.
But just playing that with them and getting them through that. I mean, it's it really helped.
So so that game and that those Christmas memories got some real kind of sentimental value.
I actually got a fight stick yesterday. Another fight stick. So
very cool. Very
really
cool.
pumped about that.
Awesome. Well, hey, thanks for sharing that memory. And you get to pick out either this or one of these games, and then we'll enter you for the drawing for the Game Boy Pocket. So what's catching your eye?
Call of Duty.
There you go. And actually, one of those is sealed too.
Oh, awesome.
One of the games in the box. And Daniel's got a Christmas memory for us, so let's hear it.
So I remember this back in 2008. It was like 6 a.m. really early, and I remember I was sleeping with my brother back then, but I thought I saw a red light at the window, so I was like, Santa came. So I went to the Christmas tree, I had a Christmas tree, and I got my first present. It was Nicktoons Globs of Doom for the PS2.
Okay.
I played that at 7 a.m., disturbing my brother's sleep, but it was so worth it. It is a great game, and I really enjoyed it.
Either this or one of these games here.
That was Spider-Man.
That's a great game.
A little fun. This is a funny one, kind of. So this is probably about close to the launch of Switch time. Okay. Everybody knew I wanted to Switch, and for Christmas, I opened up one box. It was a Switch. Super psyched. Awesome. My buddy got me something. Go to open it. Another Switch. Sweet. Awesome. Cool. Then I go to open up another buddy later on that night, and I got another Switch.
No way.
We all worked at Best Buy.
Wow.
So we all had employee discounts on Switches. And, it was cool because I had already bought one myself. So I had 4 Switches around Christmas time.
Wow.
So
you could either have this or one of these 4 games here. What's kind of catching your eye here?
Borderlands, dude.
Okay, the Handsome
Trap,
collection.
Man. Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah. Sam, nice to meet you, Sam.
Nice to meet you.
All right, so Sam's got a video game Christmas memory to share with us. Let's hear it.
Absolutely. So when I was, I think I was about 9 or 10, I remember Christmas, I got my very first PlayStation 2. Nice. And I got Guitar Hero 2 on it, and I stayed up all night beating that game on medium difficulty, thinking I was the best.
So no, that's awesome. I didn't mean to cut you off. Was there more to the story, or just?
That's about it, man. I
that's a
had
good
that,
one.
and I had Guitar Hero for a couple years.
Yeah,
that's the only
Dude,
thing I played.
I got so addicted to the Guitar Hero games. All right, well, what's catching your eye here? So these are the choices. We had a lot more, but we've had a lot of good Christmas memories.
I think just because of another childhood memory, I'm gonna have to go with Pac-Man World.
Hey, that's a good game. That's actually from my collection too.
That is my favorite PlayStation 1 game.
Really?
I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that one, but
no, I mean it's a good game. They remade it recently. We're here with Mike, an actual game developer. We're going to talk more about that in just a second. But Mike, you have a Christmas-themed video game memory to share with us. I mean, a video game-themed Christmas memory to share with us.
Yeah,
let's hear
totally. I definitely remember the Christmas I got an N64. I was just like that viral kid. It was like, Nintendo 64!
Yes.
That's totally me.
Yes.
I think I remember saying something like, I'll never be bored again. It was great. It was my first home console. Before that, I had like a Game Boy Color.
Nice.
And this is the first one that I could actually play on a TV, which is super novel to me.
Nice.
Super great. Me and my sister played a ton of Mario
That's
Kart.
awesome. Speaking of Game Boy Color, you said you started with the Game Boy Color.
That's right.
Tell people what this is we're looking at right here.
Sure, yes. So I'm developing a Game Boy Color game called Kero Cowboy. It is a Western-themed cartoony platformer that you can play on the actual console. And it's got a Kickstarter running now through the 27th of December.
Yep.
So yeah, I encourage everyone to check it out. There's a free demo as well. And I think it's a wild time.
I played the demo, actually on a live stream played a demo, had such a blast playing through the demo, and it's a pretty lengthy demo too. Had such a blast playing through the demo.
That's right.
At the time of this video going live, there's 5 days left in the Kickstarter till the 27th. I backed it. Would love for you guys to check it out. I'll leave the Kickstarter link in the description down below. Like Mike said, you can play the demo for free on your PC. You can use a keyboard or a controller.
That's right. You can even play it in a web browser. You don't even have to download anything if you want.
Exactly. It's beautiful. We only have a few things left, but you got a few things to choose from here. This sign or one of these two games here.
I think I'm gonna go with Horizon Zero Dawn.
Okay, awesome.
It's in my backlog.
Nice. So, and this is the complete edition too, so I think it has all the DLC and stuff with it.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. All right, folks, it is time to draw a winner. So first I want to show you. You can see we have a lot of entries here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close the lid, shake it up, give it a good shake. I'm going to open the lid. I'm going to look away. I'm going to look away. Chris, I'm looking away. And I'm going to blindly pull one out of the box. All right, so we've got one pulled out. Let's see who the winner is going to be. And the winner of the drawing is Elijah. So congratulations to Elijah. You are the winner of this Christmas-themed modded Game Boy Pocket. So we're going to contact Elijah. If Elijah is still here, then we'll give it to him in person. If not, I'll ship it out to him. So in a shocking turn of events, Elijah, the winner of the giveaway, is actually here. So we actually get to give Elijah the modded Game Boy Pocket in person. There you go. You won the giveaway.
Thank
so
you.
that is all yours.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right, this is a Christmas gift for Steve as part of the RetroWolf Christmas special. Steve, open it up.
Oh man, Matt, I didn't get you anything.
That's okay, man. There's nothing in the box.
You know what?
How
It's
rude
the
of you,
thought, Matt.
Steve.
I appreciate the thought. You actually thought to get me absolutely nothing.